Hey guys, what's up? Lorenzo here. So I wanted to show you guys a little comparison here. I just got a new figure in the mail the other day. I had a while back on eBay pre-ordered the new T2 Resistance Leader, and so I had a figure before from Asmus Toys, I think it's called. And I got it. I didn't like it right off the bat because to me it just didn't look. It didn't look like John Connor circa Terminator 2. So I was excited when this new figure came out because I saw it as a possible upgrade. However, it didn't necessarily turn out that way. It's pretty much like one figure has a certain set of issues and the new figure has another set. If you could combine the two figures, you might not necessarily even have a perfect John Connor Terminator 2 figure, but it would come pretty close. So anyways, we're going to get up and dirty with these two figures. I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison, and we'll go over the details together. All right, everyone. So here's the original John Connor. That came out, I think it's been about maybe a year and a half, 2 years maybe. Where do I begin? Okay, so let's just take a look at the face here. Now, maybe it's just me, but I think this looks like a butch version of Jodie Foster from Silence of the Lambs. It definitely doesn't look like a boy. I think it looks like, yeah, a middle-aged lesbian woman. I'm sorry, but that's all I get from it. It does, however, have a juvenile body. It's shorter than the standard 12-inch figure, so that's a good thing. At least they didn't make it full size and try to pass it off as a kid. It's got the Public Enemy shirt. I don't know if they went through the proper licensing routes for that. It's got the vintage Vietnam. Pretty standard, I guess. So it satisfied the purpose. A lot of people were excited when it first came out just because they maybe had a custom John Connor, and a lot of people, including myself, had their fingers crossed for a mass manufactured one. And so this came out and we were excited. Now let's take a look at the new one. Here we go. So right off the bat, you can tell it has a different face. This actually does look like a juvenile boy. It's still got the bangs. Let's do a side-by-side now. Okay, so bangs, same side. I like the bangs a little bit better on this one, a little more detailing. The face, completely different. Now, let's take a look at a side-by-side of these two figures with an actual photo of John Connor from Terminator 2. And you go ahead and make your own decisions, but I think neither one really does justice. But this one, I think, comes the closest. The Public Enemy shirt, again, I don't know if they got the licensing for it, whatever, but it's slightly different. The line between Public and Enemy is thinner on the newer version. I did a photo lookup, and this t-shirt is actually more accurate. The line is supposed to be this thick. The font is pretty much the same otherwise. Jeans, different. So the jeans on this one, once again, did a photo lookup, a little bit more accurate. The color's a little too faded and grayish on this one. This one has a watch. This one has just a band. It's just a small brown band. Another difference is the shoes. So this one, it looks like maybe some Chucks. Yeah, All Stars, right there. However, why they chose Chucks, I don't know, because these are actually the shoes that he wore, Air Jordans. And once again, I don't know if they got the Nike licensing. I highly doubt that, because Hot Toys couldn't even secure it for their Marty McFly figure for his gym shoes. But the height is also different too. Quite different, actually. Now this one still isn't a standard 12-inch figure size. However, it's definitely not as small as the old version. Now, some of you may have a custom that meets the standard that these two don't, and if you do, please send me that. Post a link to it. Otherwise, yeah. Also, this one is still available for around $180, $200 on eBay. This one was pre-order for like the longest time. Like a lot of figures, pre-order on eBay. Like they'll say, this is a pre-order. It's sometimes with these China listings, it's hard to even see that it's a pre-order. You got to look in the fine print, but pre-order and should be shipped within 4 weeks of payment. However, months go by before you actually see the figure. I don't know about you, but I don't like my PayPal payments just kind of sitting in cyberspace, and I tend to forget that I even made the payment and lose track of the item figure that's still I don't want to pay the figure now. I want to pay for it. So I don't like it. I even called eBay and complained, saying that they shouldn't allow people to pre-order stuff on eBay. If you don't have a product, then you shouldn't be able to sell something. You can't sell what you don't have, and I don't like that on eBay. They've allowed a lot of these China companies with the figures to pre-order, and yeah, it sucks. Okay, so these hands came with the first figure, and 2 hands and 2 feet came with the new figure. I don't know why it came with feet, because he didn't take his shoes off in the movie, and he's got feet on him already as a standard. So, whatever. As far as the backpacks go, both of them came with backpacks. Here's the old figure. Kind of basic. Bad sewing job if you ask me. But here's the new one. New figure backpack. I would have liked to see straps like this on this one. Otherwise, the backpack itself, this one's a lot better. They both unzipper, and you could actually put things in it. This one is just kind of like a tuck pouch up front. Nope, that doesn't even open. However, these two open. So, definitely better backpack on the newest one. But the best thing about the newest one is this little buddy. So, this lights up. If you remember in Terminator 2, they went to Cyberdyne and pulled this out of the vault along with the chip. Now, if you have the Terminator 2 Arnold Schwarzenegger, he has a chip that came with him, so you wouldn't necessarily need to worry about trying to track that down if you have that figure. So that'd be a nice set to have together, but and this comes off as well. This is removable, but yeah, pretty cool. I will say that I think the sizing is a little off. So let's have this next to John Connor, and he carried the thing around in that part of the movie, and I don't think it was this big. So, a little too large. I mean, not noticeable really if you put it next to one of the 12-inch figures, but definitely with him, it's kind of magnified as being obviously too large. All right, that's it.